Hello, you are watching the SHW Offroad Daily Drop. I'm Jake. I work for SHW Offroad. If you've called us, emailed us, you've probably spoken to me. But today we are going to talk about non-lethal self-defense. There are lots of reasons why perhaps you would want a non-lethal way to defend yourself. I'm not going to get super deep into that, into the reasons why, but I'm going to talk about solutions based around it. Usually when we're on our trips and doing the things we love to do, I find that I am way more threatened by the humans involved more than nature itself. That's what everything I think in this video is going to be based around, is more self-defense against other individuals, humans. So I'm going to run down a quick list. I think I have 4 solutions for you. A lot of them you've already known about. I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons and maybe make you think a little bit more about why you might want to carry one over the other. But these are all non-lethal. Non-lethal. Number 1, pepper spray. Here's why I love it. You can carry it almost anywhere. Every single state you can carry pepper spray. My wife has carried pepper spray for years, even on college campuses and stuff. So pepper spray works really well. It's super effective. It hurts really, really bad. It's a big deterrent. The cons to pepper spray: it doesn't spray well in the wind. It doesn't really have a great range, and people that are really, really diligent might be able to work through pepper spray, but usually they're blinded, so it helps quite well. Pepper spray is really, really handy, again, because you can carry it almost anywhere. You don't have to think about it. I usually try to have some pepper spray in the vehicle. My wife has some almost always. So that's solution number 1, probably one of the most common. Number 2 is stun guns, or tasers. You cannot carry them in every state. There are a lot of restrictions in the places you can carry them as well, as far as certain properties or buildings, stuff like that. So, and again, you can't openly carry them in every state, I believe. I think like maybe New York and Connecticut or Rhode Island. You know, there's some weird regulations around them. The nice thing about stun guns, they're really effective, and you can get them with range. Some stun guns you can shoot with barbs and stuff. You can shoot like 15 feet or more. So a little further range, you can keep assailant further away from you, which is really nice. Number 3 is really any kind of blunt force object. These are kind of borderline lethal when you start talking about machetes and axes and stuff like that. But whatever you have around you to use as a self-defense weapon, make sure you use it, right? Think outside the box a little bit. I try to have an axe handy, more so for animals and stuff, or like if for some reason just a crazy coincidence happens, I try to have a machete or an axe for close hand-to-hand combat. That's all it's good for, right? If you're just fighting for your life and it's right on top of you. So I try to have one of those on every single trip, a machete and an axe, because it also serves as trail maintenance and stuff like that. You should have it regardless. But if you haven't thought about it, it is a self-defense tool, self-defense weapon. The last one on my list, which I was turned on to by actually a Cottywampo Overland video, and something I'm going to be buying very soon for our trips, and I think maybe a lot of you haven't heard of it either, but it's called the Burn. It's a launcher. It technically is not considered a firearm in any U.S. state, I don't think. I think it is considered a self-defense launcher, non-lethal, and they come in several different form factors. You can buy them in rifles, but pistols, I think, are probably more applicable to what we're doing. But the cool thing about these is they're CO2 powered. You can buy them and use them in any state, even California and New York. No background checks. They're usually in stock. You can get them really quick, and they're relatively affordable. $380 for the whole kit, and you get the gun, the magazine, a few different types of rounds. I'll talk about the rounds in a second, and then your CO2 cartridges. You can get them in several different colors too. So the Byrna. It's a really, really, really cool launcher. And I think the range on these is like 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet. And you have several different choices of projectiles. You can do, like, some of them have pepper in them. Some of them have tear gas. Some of them are just really hard balls made to like slightly break skin, and they just hurt like hell. So it's a really cool solution for people that just don't want to carry a lethal weapon on them, but they still want self-defense, especially at a distance. Okay, so check out Byrna. There's other manufacturers that develop similar products based around non-lethal launchers like this, but this is one of my favorites that I've seen, and it's certainly something that I'm going to be running in the future. And that's thanks to Wampel. Again, they are the ones that kind of turned me on to Byrna. So if you have any other alternatives, let us know. That's my short list. I would love to hear your thoughts on the subject, maybe why you do or do not carry lethal or non-lethal weapons. But happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Catch us next week. I don't know what I'm going to talk about on Monday, but it's going to be great. So join us. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.